Hi, hello, and welcome to the Travel Planner Bot demo, which is built using Google Dialogflow ES along with Fulfillment Webhook. My name is Asif Sarraf, and I will walk you through the complete setup and deployment for building chatbots. Dialogflow ES is natural language understanding platform provided by Google, using which we can build interactive bot very easily, and it can be integrated with any mobile or web-based applications. The fulfillment webhook is developed using Firebase Function in Node.js and deployed on Google Cloud itself. Let us now go through the problem statement and see how it can be implemented using Dialogflow and the fulfillment webhook. So this is our problem statement that we have to build a bot uh, which will be used for booking the train ticket as well as for renting the car. Uh, So the very first prompt that the user will get is, "Hi, I am your travel planner. You can ask me to book your train ticket and car rental." And the origin and destination will be required. Uh, then there is a detect client location feature. If destination is not provided, we will ask for the destination. If it is provided in the query itself, uh, the flow will go on to the next, for which it will ask for the date for when the train ticket needs to be booked. So if the date is tomorrow, then by default uh, we will say that no trains are available for tomorrow, and user can be prompted for change date or change destination or to start over. If the user selected today or any other date, like 3 days after today, then the prompt will go to the class to ask the user for which class uh, the user want to book the ticket. Once the class is provided, uh, the user will prompt for do he want to select the seat or not. If he want to select the seat, the seat selection prompt will be provided, uh, and the user can select the seat. If not, the user can be redirected to the payment module, to the payment prompt, in which he will complete the payment by just clicking on payment completed button, after which the ticket will be successfully booked, and a GUID will be provided, random GUID will be provided as a booking ID. The user will also be prompt for whether the car rental is needed or not. If the user asks for the car rental, he or she will be directed to select the car from the available list of car. Uh, Once the car is selected, uh, the final prompt of car booked with the destination that user has already provided in the train booking ticket, and the date will be automatically fetched. If the user said no, he doesn't need a car, uh, the end message "Have a great journey" will be prompted to the user, and the flow will end here. And if the user come back again and ask for renting a car within 20 seconds, within 20 seconds of booking the train ticket, then he will be directed to, do you want to rent car at the destination which is selected in the train booking itself. If he comes after 20 seconds, then the user need to provide the location as well as the date, else the location and date will be fetched from the train booking context itself. Uh, and finally, the flow is same. Once the destination is provided and the user said yes, he or she will be prompt for the quick suggestion for available cars, and then finally the car will be booked. So this is what we need to implement using the Dialogflow and the fulfillment webhook. Now let us go through the Dialogflow and understand what all things are done. So this is our Dialogflow. This is our agent, travel planner agent. If you go to the settings, you will see there are a lot of different things user can configure. He can configure the time zone and provide a brief description of what is the agent is doing. Now let us go to the intent. For the purpose of this problem statement, we have already created all these intents. Let us go through the basic one. that is default welcome intent. So here you are seeing that for any greeting message that user is providing, uh, we have enabled the webhook call. So the request will go to the webhook call, and from there to the fulfillment, and from there the result will come directly. So this is how the intent works. Now let us see the entities. So for the problem statement, we have created 3 different entities: the car name, the train seat number, as well as the travel class. Now let's go to the fulfillment. So you can see that we have enabled the webhook, and we have provided the fulfillment Firebase function. So the URL, you will get this URL once you deploy your fulfillment Firebase function into the Google Cloud. Let us see how it can be done. So let me open. Okay, so this is our fulfillment code base. This is the README file. You can go through this file to understand what all things and what are the steps that needs to be taken for setup, as well as for bot testing and for local development. Uh, so now let's go to the package.json. You can see the function here, right? So this function is deployed in Google Cloud. Let's go to the package.json, and we will see uh, all the all the necessary dependencies that is needed, and the script to start and to deploy the function directly into the Google Cloud, Google Firebase. Now let's see the index file. So this is our index main file that is used to respond to any of the action that is done by the user in the chatbot. So here you see we have intent mapping. These are the intent that we have seen earlier. And for each intent, we have configured a handler. So handler is nothing but a method that will get called once the intent is triggered. So let us quickly go through one of the module, right? Before going through the module, let us understand the code first, the structure of the code first. So you can see from here we have all the prompts that are shown to the user. So this is the default welcome prompt, the default fallback prompt, origin prompt. So these are prompt which is directly shown to the user on the action that they have triggered. So all these are prompts that are directly shown to the user. Before the prompt, you will see we are setting the values that are provided by the user in the context. So these two are the context that we set the value that we get from the user. These three are the utility functions. So is tomorrow is past. If the date is from past, then we will not allow the booking to be made. And if within 20 seconds, if the car rental time booking request comes within 20 seconds from the train booking, then we need to pass something in the context. For that, this is again a utility function. These are all handle functions. They are also utility type of utility function which do few other things apart from prompting. So it prompt it then the context, right? And all other functions are directly the handler functions that are triggered once any intent uh, is triggered from the dialog flow according to the response from the user. So all these are the handlers that directly get called. Great. So for deploying this, it's very simple. What you need to do, you need to just go to your Firebase function, right? You can just go to your Firebase function and just run npm run deploy uh, after doing npm install and installing the Firebase tools. You can directly do npm uh, run deploy, and after you do this command, you run this command, uh, the the deployment will start, and after deployment succeed, you get this URL. So this URL is what we have configured in our webhook fulfillment webhook. This is the URL that we can use to trigger the webhook call. Now let's go to the Firebase function and see. how it looks like. So this is our Firebase console, and you can see that we have this function deployed as well as the URL, right? If you go to the logs, you will see you can go through the logs by clicking view logs, and if you go through the logs, you will see all the logs that is there in your code, right? So for this, so I have done enhanced logging. I have enabled the enhanced logging, and you can see it that in every function, in every handler call, we are logging so that we know from the log that which function is getting triggered exactly. So this will help us uh, a lot in monitoring or in debugging any issues in future. Great. So this is all about the setup that we have done. Now we can go directly through the demo of the chatbot. For demo, just click on the integration and click on the integration, continue with the integration. Once you click here, the pop will appear and you have to click test. Once you click on test, uh, this page will get opened, and before continuing, you need to do one another thing is to provide your name, the display name of the bot, right? So what is the display name that you want to give your bot? You can provide it here. For this bot, I have provided my name itself, that is SAS. And now we can begin the testing. So let me do talk to SAS. Once I click here, you can see the request is getting, and here you can see all the logs also. Here you can see all the logs like the request, the response, right? Everything that is getting in and out from your chatbot. Great. So this is what is our the very first interaction. Hi, I am your personal travel planner. You can ask me to book your train ticket as well as car rental. Let's go to book train ticket. Once I click on the train ticket, the request is going and it is asking for the origin of the train. Let's say detect my location. My location right now is of Padrona. Let me check the location, current location, and you can see the current location is Padrona, right? So I have triggered the call and I'm say yes. So it will take the current location as Padrona. Now it is asking for destination. So let's say I want to book a train ticket for Delhi. Once I provided the destination, it is asking for the date. Let's say it is tomorrow. And if you remember, for tomorrow, we have a hard stop saying that there is no train available and you have to change the date or you have to change the destination. So let's change the date. And here, if you provide any other date, the date in the past, it will not allow you. So let's try to provide the yesterday date, that is 20 to 2023. So it should not allow you to proceed. So see, it hasn't allowed and it redirect on the same. So let's say now I want to book today. So this Friday is 3 day after today. So today is Tuesday. So 3 day after today is Friday. So let's say I want to book it for today. Now it is asking for class. Let's say I provide. Now let's go through this functionality. Say I need to change the destination. So if I change the destination, I will be directed back to the destination flow. And again, let's say I changed my destination to Mumbai, right? So if I change my destination to Mumbai, again it will ask for the date. Let's say it is Friday now. Now again it is asking for the class. Let's say first AC.